Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, fangirls and fanboys, we've made it to episode 50. And in honor of this occasion, guess who's back? Back again. Heather's back. Tell a friend. That's right, today, as usual, you've got me, Corrigan Vaughn, you've got Kristin Latterell, and for your Throwback Tuesday, you've got Miss Heather Feather coming at you with some next level fangirling. We're gonna do what we do best, which is, of course, freak out about subjects about which we have no expertise. So, of course, we're talking all things Super Bowl. Commercials, the halftime show, living the left shark life, and some really, really mega important movie trailers. So, all things Super Bowl, except the football. Sounds about right. And, now here's the part where I have to apologize, because my computer crashed, and it lost the first 10 minutes of this recording. So unfortunately, you do not get to hear about Heather's trip to New York, and about Allie ASMR requests getting stuck in a New York turnstile. I am very deeply sorry that you miss out on these epic stories, and for the awkward way that we're just gonna jump right in now in the middle of a conversation. Sorry, fangirls and fanboys. Love you. So we were... Sorry. We talked about New York. We corrected Kelly Schmidt.
Hmm?
Where were we from there? Were we?
Did it record everything?
Oh, yeah. The recording is fine.
Great. Okay.
So we're golden there. Were we just going to go into the first thing? Were we talking about something?
Dogs. Dancing dogs.
Dog dancing, and then we thought Heather's head was going to explode from her ear things.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels better now.
Good.
Oh, good. I'm glad we got that worked out. Perfect. It's a win.
Great. Go team.
All right. Then we'll just sort of try to segue. And it'll be weird.
Segue.
Right, so.
Oh, man. This is going to be like that Jimmy Fallon and Bradley Cooper thing where they tried to segue 1 million times and it never
and they
works.
had to keep putting the hat back on?
Hat on and off. Let's try this again.
Did you see that, Heather?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Heather. We have so much education to give you.
I know.
So many things. Okay.
All right.
All that to say, in that video, Bradley Cooper and Jimmy Fallon are talking about something that's really not funny, but they have the giggles.
Yeah.
And
like a severe case. I mean, this is like Mary Poppins
speak.
On the ceiling type of giggles.
And they're like talking about some guy who has, they're talking about John Merrick and about like how horrible his like disease was, but they can't stop laughing.
Yeah, it's so awful.
Okay.
Good.
Let's try this.
Okay.
If this sounds a little awkward as a transition, it's because I had to restart my computer, you guys. So just pretend nothing happened.
This is a seamless transition.
Seamless transition. Segue. Hey, you guys, did you watch the Super Bowl and stuff?
The what?
That Super Bowl.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Did you? Glad we cleared that up. Heather, did you watch any of it?
I watched some of it.
Do you watch football? Or...
No.
Oh, yeah, no. Not a football. Kristin, do you have any interest in football at all?
No.
I didn't think so.
I don't really, it kind of bugs me. I think I already made this statistic once.
Oh, yeah, about, the minutes
There's,
that they play.
Less than 10 minutes of actual field ball people movement.
There's less than 10 minutes of sporting happening in, the 4 hours that a football game happens. Yeah.
Whereas in, every other sport, all they do is move, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like golf has more ball movement than football does. They walk.
Yeah, there were times during this that, I was like, there was a commercial break, and then they came back, and I'm pretty sure they didn't play any football
and
before
then they went back
to commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine, because I'm only watching for the commercials, but I realized the next day, for my classes, I played the commercials on Hulu.
Yeah.
So, because a surprising amount of them didn't watch it at all, so I was like, all right, well, let's watch the ads.
I feel like even if I didn't, I even just watch it just so I know what's happening that whole week in people's conversations and what's happening on the internet. Because if you don't watch it, then you don't understand half the things that people joke about and updates and stuff, you know?
This is why I had to ask about the whole Deflategate thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, everybody's talking about it, and I have no frame of reference for what this is. So that's been it's actually kind of a, it's a success story for me, because it's the one football thing I've understood basically my entire life.
There you go. Hey, that's exciting.
I know. And I understand that Captain America and Star-Lord were arguing it. But we'll get there. We'll get there in our Chris Pratt corner.
Okay. Well, I guess we should we maybe recap commercials? Anybody have a favorite?
Let's talk about it. For one, can we just say on these commercials that, like, overall, they were so depressing.
This was like kind of a downer year for commercials. Yeah. I cried in at least 5.
Yeah, like, basically, it's your fault if your kid dies around the house and he never gets to do normal things. It's like, there's domestic abuse, which obviously they needed to address for PR reasons. There's, like, like, dads that aren't home, and, like, what?
But then there are the dads that are home, and you're like, oh my god. And then the puppy that gets lost, and the horses save his life from the wolves. I was, like, weeping. You would have thought it was an Olympic commercial. I'm like, what is wrong with me? It's like I'm watching The Notebook all of a sudden. It's like freaking dog is coming home. It's like Homeward Bound. I'm expecting Michael J. Fox to be like, turkey, 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 turkey. Which he didn't. I was a little bit disappointed. That would have been an awesome ending to that.
That didn't happen during the Super Bowl. If you go through the ads and you're looking for that to happen, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, there was... Even the Doritos weren't...
Yeah, the Doritos weren't even good.
I mean, not that they were serious, but they weren't even good.
Yeah, it was really... It was sad for me, because I look forward to these commercials. I really do.
Me too.
I think my favorite was Liam Neeson. Surprise, surprise.
That was pretty golden. Did you catch that one, Heather?
What in the world?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, all of a sudden, no Liam for you? What is this?
There's too many takens.
Well,
I'm done.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but what's so great about it is that he's like making fun of it.
Yeah.
I can't.
No?
Can't do it.
All right.
Heather.
No.
But it was so good.
It was so good, especially when the guy's like, Liam. He's like, it's pronounced Liam. And then he like goes back to his deep man voice.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's I'm not going to lie, that one got me. I downloaded the game. I haven't played it, but it is now on my phone.
Okay, I didn't go that far. I mean, I liked it, but I don't even really know what it was advertising.
If Liam tells me to do something, I do it. That's how I live my life, you know? Okay. And so I did. I was like, I'm curious, what is this game that Liam 52 or Angry Liam 52 or whatever his name was on it?
Yeah.
It's like,
who knows?
Yeah.
So good.
That was my favorite. I don't know.
I actually did really like the Jeff Bridges playing to the girl sleeping on his like little and then you're like, wait, and they didn't really even explain it.
No.
And they just were like Jeff Bridges, and then it's like Squarespace. We're like, I'm sorry, what's happening? And all of us are like Googling, we're like, Jeff Bridges has a Sleepy Time CD. Like, let's all buy it.
Mind you, I actually listened to the whole thing like 2 nights before. Heather, have you listened to it?
I've listened to some of it.
Did it help you go to sleep?
Yeah, how was it for you?
I love his voice. I love him.
Yeah. It's great.
But when that commercial came, because we've all been talking about this for a little bit, like, in my corner of the internet. So, but when the commercial came on, my whole family was like, it's ASMR! And I was like shoving cheesecake in my mouth. Like, I know.
Yeah, like that's crazy. He made an ASMR CD.
I hope he knows that he did, and then I hope that he like loves it and then wants to be in one of my videos, and then we become best friends.
Yes, I'm so for that. Like, I told Heather that this is just, I imagine that, like, Jeff Bridges every night can't go to sleep without watching ASMR videos on YouTube. Like, he's, like, he knows who Heather is and all these kinds of people. He's just like, I should make one of these myself.
He's like, I could do that. Heather, I got a good soothing voice.
What would you do if Jeff Bridges, like, commented on one of your videos?
Die. Die.
That's it. She's just dead. Rest in peace. Heather Feather has died of Jeff Bridges' exposure.
Did you see him in True Grit? Like, did you not love him in True Grit?
I love him.
I loved
everything.
Him. Yeah. And The Giver, like, he wanted The Giver for like 20 years. What?
I didn't see The Giver, but
he's been trying to make it happen for like 20 years. Yeah, and he's like super involved in charity, and he should be my best friend, and I feel like we'd understand each other.
We just have a thing, and now you know you share this thing too. You basically have the same job, obviously.
He's basically the male you.
The 60-year-old male Heather.
Yeah. Future old Heather is Jeff Bridges now.
We have seen Heather's future, and it is.
How old is he?
I mean, he's got to be like 60, right?
When I'm 60, I'm going to sound exactly like that. That's my Jeff
You got to
Bridges.
kind of slur your words a little bit.
He's really embraced
got
that too.
And he's got that beautiful head of hair
does.
for an older gentleman. Like, they don't always keep it, but and it's like long. I like want to braid it, which is like creepy. I know,
a little bit, yeah.
But it's like looks so thick and like Pantene hair.
Yeah, he does have Pantene hair. He should.
And he's like Jeremiah Johnson, but that if Jeremiah Johnson washed his hair, I feel like that he would be Jeff Bridges. Right?
No, I'm totally with you on that. He's just wonderful.
Jeremiah Johnson.
He was like a backwoodsman, like a mountain man.
This is a total laddie reference.
Like the Falconer from SNL.
What is the Falconer?
Kristin's frozen for me.
Oh yeah, she is frozen. Oh, but actually,
was a man, just a big man. Like us, like an eagle and no. Okay, well, never mind. Anyway, he's like no,
Kristin, the best thing is that you were like frozen for like 20 seconds and you just came back singing that. And so we had no context for the rest of it.
All I heard was just a big man.
I was like, I could sing Davy Crockett. It's like Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Yeah.
In 1813, the Greeks uprose, adding redskin arrows through the country woes. Now Injun fighting was something he knows, so he shoulders his rifle and off he goes. Davy Crockett. Anyway.
Nobody under the age of 50 knows any more than the first line of that song.
That was the second verse, Steven. I didn't even do the first line. You want me to do the first line?
Sure, let's hear it.
No, now I'm embarrassed.
My favorite thing is for me, just because of the positioning of, like, the Skype conversation, it looked like Heather was giving you such a side-eye right now. Like, she was throwing so much shade.
No.
She's like,
it's okay.
Yeah, yes, no, the first verse.
No.
It's gonna be really cool. Why don't you do that?
And I also sang, like, the most racist verse out of all of them, too. Did you notice? I'm like, redskin arrows and Injun fighting.
An Injun?
As I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna get fined.
The Electric Fancave does not endorse the lyrical content of Davy Crockett's theme song.
No.
I apologize
but we do
for
endorse
my white
Fess
co-host.
Parker.
We do endorse. Fess Parker is, like, the big winery around here.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that guy.
I don't really know anything about Fess Parker, except for I drink his wine sometimes.
All right, well, that's all you need to know, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if he does wine, we're on the same wavelength. Anyway. We're copacetic.
What huge tangent. I was comparing Jeff Bridges. We were doing commercials. Let's get back to that.
Heather, this is on you. Like, I never tangent harder than when Heather is here.
I didn't even say anything.
No, it's just like your presence, and then I'm like, I lost complete control of the conversation.
I'm not sorry.
That's fine. Was this your commercial pick, or was this who?
I just said I really liked it because I liked the little instrument he was playing.
Yeah, that was it a recorder?
And it was just so surprising and so weird. We were like, what is okay?
Like, what's
into
happening?
It. Yeah.
That and the what was the glue commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, with the fanny packs. I forgot about that one.
Loctite or something?
Loctite. That was epic.
That one was epic. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I read somewhere that they used their entire advertising budget for the entire year on that commercial. And it worked. Like, Twitter went crazy over it.
Nailed it.
If I need glue, I will buy Loctite. I'm for that. So it worked. Heather, what was your favorite?
I didn't love the commercials. I like the Brady Bunch commercial.
Oh, that was good with Steve Buscemi and
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, yeah. Like the main person in the commercial. That was really clever. I liked that. That was the best to you?
Yeah. The girl one was cute.
The girl.
Oh, the dove. Like a girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the students in my classes really liked that one. Each class was like, yes, this right here. And they had done, like, essentially that commercial before, and it was viral on the internet, and they just tweaked it a little bit for this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a good commercial.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, the way the little girls were just so, like, dedicated, you know, and they would run real hard and do those kinds of things. I don't know at what point in my life I realized like a girl was supposed to be a negative thing. But it's interesting to see that, you know. I don't know, maybe they were prompted, but...
No, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope that it was
Let's go with that they weren't.
Yeah, let's trust this is real, and little girls don't realize that that's supposed to be negative.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I enjoyed it. But overall, yeah, it was an underwhelming year. I'm like, is it like if we take out all the like sexism and terribleness that commercials have, can they just not be funny anymore?
I don't know. I liked the Jaguar ones from last year with all the British villains. Like, where were those guys this year?
Yeah,
like, I about melted into a puddle with Tom Hiddleston last year. And
I know.
None of
we
those
talked
this year.
about that on the podcast last year.
Yeah, probably because that was amazing.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh man, I almost forgot. And then is it Jaguar that Nick Holt does the commercials for now?
And he plays like the Q, whatever, sort of.
They've figured out their market with that right there. Or like I don't know, maybe they haven't because we're not rich enough to buy Jaguars, so I don't know if we're really the target market. But they're accomplishing something.
Yeah. Other than I've never really wanted a Jaguar, but now I kind of do.
Right? Like now I might drive.
Now I'm like, I could wreck that.
Heather is unfazed by advertising. She's like, whatever.
No, it didn't make me want a car. It made me want Tom Hiddleston more.
well,
yeah.
Realistically.
That too.
Yeah. I would much rather have Nick Holt than a Jaguar at the end of the day.
That is true. But if he was in it, the Jaguar, then I would take both.
I would not say no.
I'm not going to turn down Nick Holt in a Jaguar.
As a couple weeks ago, Justin put it, I would not say no to that if I won it as the 6,000th caller on the radio.
Yeah, true. Yes, neither would I. Nor would I.
Then there was like, okay, you guys, I was so into the halftime show, and I thought I was going to hate it because I'm not like a Katy Perry fan. I'll like listen. I'd say probably 75% of her songs I'll turn the channel if they come on the radio. But occasionally, I will listen to them. But oh my god, was that not like kind of amazing?
Kind of. I would go with kind of because like I was just okay. I don't know what's happening, you guys. It's Tuesday.
She rode in on a giant tiger lion thing,
which was cool. And then like Lenny Kravitz was there for like a hot second, which was weird. And everyone in my house was making "Girl on Fire" with Cinna jokes.
Yeah. Well, did you see the President Snow tweet? Either of you?
No.
It was like, as you can all see, Cinna is fine, so you can stop blaming me for that. Like,
he even had like a chain link shirt on. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, it was cool. And then like I guess, and we were like all just mesmerized by the sharks or whatever was happening with like the singing. The trees were singing, and I know that's like her thing.
Is it?
So people were like, "Oh, that's just how her shows are." I'm like, okay, then I guess I don't like Katy Perry shows because I was like so distracted. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, obviously the best part was Missy Elliott coming out.
Oh my god!
Because we were like, this is going downhill fast. Because I'm like, okay, honestly, all I really wanted from the halftime show was them to stop zooming in on Katy Perry and just zoom out and show the floor.
Oh, because of the weird like chessboard
was like
thing
doing whatever it was doing, and it was so awesome that I'm like, just show that forever.
Yeah.
So,
I was mesmerized.
Yeah,
Heather, how do you feel? Tiebreaker here.
I loved it. It was my favorite halftime show ever.
Yeah,
like,
right?
I was so into it. As soon as she walked out on the lion, I was like, done. This is the best.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, how dare you speak against Beyonce like that? And I was like, she didn't come in on a lion. Like, I'm sorry.
Like, even Beyonce cannot top entering on a lion.
And then the sharks. I love the sharks.
Can we talk about Left Shark for a minute here?
Oh my gosh, Left Shark.
I love that this is a thing now. Like, immediately people grabbed on because it's, there's a shark on either side of Katie, and the right shark is like nailing it, driving it home. And Left Shark
was pixelated, let's be honest.
Yeah,
okay? He was not on his A
definitely
game.
Pixelated. He hit the sauce a little too hard earlier in the day and was just like, hey, I'm on the Super Bowl.
He did not give a shoot that he was on the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. Yeah. I'm in a shark costume. Nobody knows who I am anyway.
Yeah. Left Shark is the biggest Super Bowl halftime success since Slackline Guy a couple years ago. You remember the guy with the big curly blonde fro on the tight wire thing and the toga?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? And it was like a big deal. And Left Shark is
just as awesome, apparently, huh?
There was a moment where I was like, okay, this got weird and corny, and then I got really into the sharks.
No, I loved it the whole time.
Heather never wavered.
Never.
She's like, I believe in you, Katie.
I loved did. I don't even like Roar, and I was like, I've got the eye. I was so into it.
Yeah, it was so hard not to be. I was like, this is hitting everything the right way. So it's like, okay, you start with the lion thing, and then you bring Lenny Kravitz out, which is just like adds this other level to it. And then like the sharks, which, you know, is hit or miss depending on how you feel about dancing sharks that may or may not be intoxicated. And then Missy Elliott.
Dude.
And I had briefly looked down, like, I was like, I think I was probably tweeting something, as I do, because
You're probably tweeting about Left Shark.
Yeah, I was probably tweeting about Left Shark. And then I hear that ding, 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 and like there was the like gears turning where I was like, is Katy Perry covering Missy Elliott? And then I looked up and I just started going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like, is that legit Missy Elliott?
Dude.
I died. Heather, are you a Missy fan? I feel like you would be. You have that weird, because here's the thing about Heather.
Wait, what was that sentence going to be? You have a weird...
No, I'm going to finish the sentence.
Oh.
Heather has this weird rap thing where it's like you look at her and you're not like gangster, you know, and then she like lives thug life and she knows like lyrics off the top of her head to all these rap songs, and I never see it coming, and then she starts quoting and I'm like, okay.
Missy Elliott, she was huge. Like,
yeah, I know.
Huge. And I got so excited at one point. I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to bring Sierra out too? And my sister was like, Sierra's coming. Sierra's coming. And we were both like chewing on pillows. And then she didn't come out. We were like, oh.
That's you managed to actually make Missy Elliott's performance disappointing for yourself.
Yeah.
See,
it happened. Yeah.
See, and I thought they were going to bring back Allison Stoner, but then she didn't come out either, and I was like, that would have been epic.
Been amazing.
How amazing would that have been if she just comes out and starts busting out and like, yep.
Dancing? Do you,
just
you
get
know
out
who
of
that
here,
is,
Katy
Heather?
Perry.
You look confused. Allison Stoner was the little girl who danced in in the Work It video.
She would not be a little girl anymore.
No,
and
that
she
was a thing.
She was in Camp Rock, and she's like
she's in the Step Up movies.
She's in the Step Up movies. She's like a grown woman, and she's gorgeous.
Yeah. That was her in the Step Up movies.
Well, she was not like the main girl, but so did you see the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, remember Channing Tatum's like little foster sister?
Yeah.
That was her.
And then she still looked like her.
I know, but then she continues to be in them. So she was actually just in the because then she starts dating Moose, the guy Moose from the second one. If you saw that one. To date. And then anyway, that's the point of that.
I mean, she's got to be what, like 21 or something like that now, like
something at least.
She's full on.
She's got to be like Demi and them's age, I think, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. She has to be somewhere in that vicinity. So yeah, that would have been kind of amazing if they brought her out and she did the whole like routine from the Work It music video.
That would have been so great.
Okay, so we've managed to make what was an awesome thing a little disappointing.
But it was still
sorry.
It was still great. Let's remember this.
Yeah, it was still great. But now I'm like reflecting. I'm like freshman year of college. When, what was that Sierra song?
Sierra, this
beat is automatic,
supersonic, hypnotic,
funky, fresh. Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
1-2 Step.
1-2 Step.
That was what it was called. That was it, dude.
This is a Jazzy J production.
That was so good.
You sound just like it.
Spot on.
On Jazzy J.
But
Product Shizzle. Actually, I think is what he says.
Yeah, I think Jazzy Fizzle Product
Shizzle.
Or something like that.
And then he's like, Sierra! Oh,
man.
And my friend has his daughter's name is Sierra. And
so
anytime he talks,
every time, right?
Every single, I can't even, like, anytime he talks about her, I'm like, I legit just am like, or any name that sounds remotely like Sierra.
It's ingrained now. We can't get rid of it. It's so in our brains. And like my roommate's name was Sierra at the time.
Oh my gosh, she must have hated you. Did you sing it all the time?
No, not at all. She even because she was a dancer. And she,
like a real dancer. Did she do Zumba?
Yeah, like she totally did Zumba. She was a dancer. She our college had like a hip hop group, you know, that performed at things and stuff like that, and they had a routine that actually had part of that song in it, and so we always got so excited. Like it's like Sierra. every time. It was great. I'm sure Michelle, who listens to this, probably is like, yeah, I was less enthralled by that because she played it so much. But, you know, it was a good
What are you
time.
going to do?
Yeah. So Missy Elliott was so exciting. And yeah, so overall, like, I was so into it. I mean, I was really into the Beyonce one, but I felt like with the Beyonce one, I was almost, like, emotional about it. Like, I'm serious. I was, like, emotional during the Beyonce halftime show. I was like, this is, like, she's so strong, and, like, and this one was way more just like, hey, this is a fun time. I'm so mesmerized by everything. It's so cool. Like, there's no message to Katy Perry. There's absolutely no message to her. Unless you go back to all those Christian albums of hers that I have. Not all those Christian albums. I think she just...
That wasn't by her. That was by Katie Hudson.
It was Katie Hudson. Totally different person.
Totally.
I just... My friend Monique can't stand Katy Perry, and she's like, she's a talentless hack and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, no. So I, like, sent her a couple of the old Katie Hudson songs. Like, this is probably not going to change your mind, but I'm going to feel better about myself just if you listen to them. Please listen to them.
I like her. I just wasn't crazy about her when she jacked Sarah Bareilles' music. Am I allowed to say that? No.
Why would you not be able to say that?
Oh, the man's gonna get you.
Yeah. Since when do we have rules around here? I don't think that's a thing. I don't know anything about that though because
yes, you do.
I do.
Yeah, Roar.
Yeah.
Is the same song as Sarah Bareilles' Brave.
Oh, I've only heard the part of that that's in commercials. So, all I know of that's
like
the one that goes,
music,
I wanna see you be brave.
It's like identical.
Is it? Yeah, I wouldn't know. So, shame on Katy Perry's producers or whatever for that. But I mean, Kristin and I were pretty into Roar when it came out.
Oh, yeah. I still am. I still dance around to it in my room in the morning.
I think I overdid. I listened to it a little too much, and then I wore myself out on it. But I do that a lot.
As one does.
Pop music problems, you guys. This is what I do with everything. There were some really pretty key trailers. We'll start with one, and then we'll move into the Chris Pratt corner to address the other. Furious 7.
I cried during that one, too.
I did.
Not gonna lie. The house blowing up was completely unacceptable.
How could they do that to us? How could they do that to us?
I'm honestly going to cry just thinking about it right now. It's making me upset.
This is another case of I was looking down and I heard
they
Paul Walker's
could
voice,
have
like,
anything they want.
Yeah.
And all he wanted was that home back. So that they could be together. They could all be together. And this just will not stand. And then knowing that something's going to have to happen and, you know, whatever they do with Paul's character, I don't know. And it's just going to be highly emotional, you guys. Yeah. I'm going to need a lot of alcohol to get through this.
I'm planning on bringing tiny wines into the theater. Just, have you watched these movies, Heather? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heather's not swayed by our emotional response to this.
I'm like trying to shrink so you don't see me and ask me questions about it.
Like we're gonna forget you're there.
Yeah.
She's like, stop looking at me, Sean.
It's like, don't mind me. I'm just gonna get a snack. I love how bananas and over the top this trailer was.
Dude, this whole movie is gonna be bananas, and I cannot wait.
They're gonna be disrupting rich people's ish, driving cars into your galas, whatnot. Like,
and the part when The Rock's like, Daddy's got to go to work, and he like rips his cast off. You're like, what?
The power! And I love like Jason Statham in the beginning of it. Dominic Toretto.
Yeah. His voice kills me. It's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
He doesn't say any of the letters.
No, none of them. He's just like, every letter in that word is optional. I choose not to say them. And he's supposed to be related to Shaw, who had like almost like a posh accent. Like, where did this... It makes
you know what? Maybe they're half brothers. Maybe one of them. Maybe you know what? Maybe Jason Statham is just a lot older, and so he kind of.
And he clearly has a different mom because he's got the male pattern baldness thing happening.
Yeah, and obviously Owen Shaw had a really nice head of hair. Mm-hmm. So
that's right. Yep. Did you know he's gay in real life? Not Shaw, but Luke.
Jason
Evans.
Statham?
Luke Evans.
Oh, Luke Evans? I did not know that.
I did not know this. My friend told me this, and I was like,
There you
well,
go.
there goes my chance. But, you know.
And because that was what was
that was
standing
what
in the
was
way.
really the problem. This is the only barrier between me and Luke Evans is his sexual preference. So, gosh darn it. But I did not know that. This is, like, the only thing I know about him now, though. I know nothing about his real life, except that he's so handsome.
Yeah.
He's so handsome. And apparently Jason Statham is his maybe older half-brother.
Brother that lived somewhere else and was raised
grew
by
up
different people
in
in an
entirely
orphanage.
different part of England. And does not
That's what I
pronounce
love about
consonants.
Fast and Furious. They don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
who cares? It just is what it is. They're not even
It is what it is.
They're not going to worry about it. I just, that, it made me so happy watching
Just right
it.
in the
And so
feels.
sad. And, like, every emotion it's possible to feel, I think, happened in the, like, 30 seconds of that trailer. It's like,
Right, Heather? Wouldn't you say?
wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Weren't you?
When is it the most emotional trailer you've ever seen?
It skewered my heart. I didn't know what to think.
She's just speechless. That's how emotional she is about it, you guys. It's like the Beyonce performance.
Yeah.
She's like,
Those of you not watching the video can't tell she's actually in tears right now. She is just
silent, one tear. Just one
a single
single
tear
tear.
dripping down. And
It's been making its way down her face for the past 7 minutes since we've been talking about this.
yeah, exactly.
See what I did there? I
Whoa.
said 7. Did you get that?
Hey.
I'm sorry, am I laughing too loud?
No,
I'm sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
We are so dumb. Okay.
Oh, man.
Shall we?
In other trailer news, we're
Wait!
going to head over... Oh, we're not...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh.
I just want to make sure you introduced
Yeah.
properly. Yeah.
Hey, I know what's up, girl.
You do you, Kristin. I'm
In other
sorry.
trailer news, we're going to head over to...
Am I supposed to say it?
No, I thought it was going to play. Should I also say it?
Oh.
We're... We're going to the Chris Pratt corner.
We're a disaster right now.
the ground.
Jurassic World, y'all.
Jurassic World gave us a very good trailer.
They did. For one thing, did you notice they fixed, and I posted an article about this, they fixed some of those effects that I was so upset with in the first trailer. Me of Little Faith.
Yes, you have
Heather.
little
Jurassic
Yeah.
World.
thoughts.
I'm excited.
Good. Whew, that is
What did you feel about the trailer? Did you see the Super Bowl trailer?
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
I thought, am I allowed to say something that I already wrote about, though?
Yeah,
No?
you can say whatever you want.
I don't know where you're getting these boundaries from. Heather, we had
know.
like 6 episodes straight where we talked about
I just
Liam
sang a
Neeson's
racist
junk.
song about Davy Crockett. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you can share thoughts you've already shared somewhere else.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
think it's okay.
It shows in the trailer. He's like, we're going to stop it with whatever we have or something like that, right? And then they show him driving with the velociraptors. And I was like, oh, he's teaming up with them.
Yeah, he's
That's
got
what they're telling me.
friends.
And my brain immediately went to G.I. Joe and Cobra teaming up to fight the war on drugs. And do you know what I'm talking about? You guys don't remember
but I really like-
G.I. Joe?
I remember G.I. Joe. I don't remember them teaming up to
You
fight.
remember how I don't
drugs.
remember plot details of anything? So keep
Well,
that
it
in mind,
happened.
but I
To
trust
fight-
it did.
To fight the war on drugs, G.I. Joe teamed up with the terrorists that they're always trying to stop. Instead of just getting their friend help, they joined forces and fight drugs. And that was what it reminded me of. So I wrote it on YouTube.
That's perfect. I think that's a great
Yeah,
parallel.
that's so great. The G.I. Joe and Velociraptor.
Because that's clearly probably where most people's mind went to.
Yeah, I'm
when
sure
they
you're
were
speaking
thinking
for
that.
most of America. when
Most
you
of America
say,
was like, oh, it's like that one time.
just like G.I. Joe, you guys.
Totally.
What didn't... no, I'm not even going to attempt that insight because my idea of, like, what plots are is so wrong. So anyway, he does seem to team up with Velocifriends, and
And he's like training them in that one scene where he's like, whoa. Oh, he's like, ooh.
I know, and there's a lot of... just so flaily arms. There's a lot of sweaty Pratt
Oh,
in
sweaty
this.
Pratt under the whatever he's lying under.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what's happening there, but
I'm
I'm
for
into it.
And I love also the moment where she's like, do you think it's gonna scare the children? It's like, the guy's like, it's going to give their parents nightmares. And you're like,
Yeah.
spooky, scary. I'm so into this. I want to be terrified. I want to go in there like when I was, how old was I? 92? 7 years old. and just be like, and freak out, and it looks like that's what they're aiming for, like that horror element of Jurassic Park. That's so good.
So good.
Yes.
But did you see the mutant dinosaur?
Are you raising your hand?
Yeah, he has hands.
Oh.
I was like,
is that how we thought? It has hands?
Yeah, when
posable thumbs?
When Chris Pratt's running from it, if you pause it, he has like Simpsons fingers.
What?
Oh,
and I was
dude.
like,
game changer.
No way. Why would you do that? Why would they do Jurassic Park scientists?
They're dummies.
Oh my goodness. The lack of humility before nature that is being displayed here astounds me. It's just
Still stands.
Still stands.
Still stands.
That's just I love Chris Pratt as playing this Ian Malcolm meets action hero role, you know. This is what I've waited my life for.
Me too. And I'm pretty sure he has also. So
yeah.
As
can evidence. I just make a sort of random aside comment here, since we're in the Chris Pratt corner? I met the comic book store earlier today.
Oh my gosh, you met Chris Pratt?
I did not meet Chris Pratt. Can you, not put my story up here so that then it can only be disappointing from that point?
Sorry, go ahead.
Come on now. Give me a chance. No, I'm talking to my comic book guy, Mac. He's a wonderful gent. And he's normally there when I go in, but one time I went in December and he wasn't, and so today we're talking, and I was like, oh, I met one of your coworkers, and I was like, I can't remember his name. Is there a John that works here? And he goes, oh, Chris Pratt guy? I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, Chris Pratt guy. He looks like Chris Pratt. I'm like, what? It's like, I feel like I would have noticed this, but I wouldn't have pulled the name John from nowhere, so it has to have been him. He's like, yeah, he wears a Star-Lord jacket to work. He looks like Chris Pratt. I had a 20-minute conversation with this guy, did not notice. I go and I look at Mac's friends, and I look at this John guy, and I'm like, he looks like Chris Pratt. Did not cross my mind that there's...
So it could have been Chris Pratt, Corey, and you just didn't know is what you're telling me.
Yeah. This
you who only gets to meet famous people, and you didn't recognize Chris Pratt.
I had no idea it was Chris Pratt behind the counter. I'm just talking to this guy. It's fine. But that was a moment to me. I may never see this guy again because Mac's always working. We'd be like, Mac, can you give me John's schedule?
in a non-creepy way.
in a creepy way. It's fine.
Or the creepy way.
Yeah. I don't think there is a non-creepy way to do this.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But we'll see. We'll ask Mac. We're going to have him on the cast sometime, and then
we'll
ask him to
get his rundown on that.
With Star-Lord, the comic books or Star-Lord. Other Chris Pratt action, because it was the Super Bowl, and we all know this was really the superhero bowl.
It was.
Did you see the t-shirts, Heather, from T-Fury?
Mm-mm.
Mine came in one day too late. It came in yesterday.
Oh, I haven't even checked my mail. I wonder if I have mine.
Mine came in yesterday, which was horrible time.
Are you up to date on what happened with them in the Super Bowl, though?
No.
Okay, so Chris Pratt is a Seahawks fan. Chris Evans is a Pats fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they basically made a bet that whichever one's team lost, that person would have to fly to a charity of the other person's choice, dressed as their character, and go in and entertain.
But also wearing the other team's...
Oh, and wearing the other team's jersey or flag or
the 12th man flag for Seahawks, and then Star-Lord has to wear the Tom Brady.
What's a 12th man flag? That doesn't mean anything to me.
The 12th man is it's kind of what their fans are. So it's they're the one, the kind of extension of the team. So the 12th man flag. So it's
and they have do all teams have a flag?
No, just it's a Seahawks thing. It's a Seahawks thing.
Got it. All right. So that's the thing. And so that happened, and then multiple great things happened as a result, because then they went and they watched the Super Bowl together. And so
there were some glorious pictures
I thought the best thing about this was the photos they took.
Yeah.
Because they took these pictures of themselves, selfies, and they've got Anna Faris and some other guy.
It's Chris Evans' brother.
Oh, it's Chris Evans' brother. Okay. So they have these group shots, and I'm like, oh my god, they're together. This is the best thing in the world. But then...
Oh, Jimmy Fallon, of course.
Jimmy Fallon took it to the next level. You want to explain what happened here, Kristin?
I do. I don't know if you guys have seen these before. He's done them before where people are taking pictures like on the top of the Empire State Building or on top of the 30 Rock Building. And him and John Hamm have done it before where they just photobomb people and it's beautiful and glorious. And so they did a Super Bowl version because Jimmy Fallon was in town for the shooting The Tonight Show for a Super Bowl episode. And he did the Super Bowl style. So they had people come in, like they set up like a fake kind of photo booth where fans were coming in and getting their picture taken. So they were kind of set up and like Chris Pratt and Chris Evans and Jimmy Fallon are just running up behind them and doing crazy shenanigans. So it's like they're jumping in the back. They're just doing crazy. They have this one with a sub sandwich, which is a little, we won't talk about that one. It's a little dirty, but they're like doing they're doing like,
and I love they show them planning it too. Like if you bend your head right here, I bet I can jump over you.
He went, that was high.
That was impressive.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's like, could you jump over my head? And Evans is like, yeah, if you put your head down, I could totally do it. I'm like, okay. And next thing you see is like, Chris Pratt walks in and does this. And here comes Chris Evans like flying over the top. And people are like, oh my gosh, Jimmy Fallon. He's like, hey, Captain America. And it's like, that guy sounded like he was from Boston, which was so great.
Is that what Boston people sound like to you? Hey, Captain America.
Well, no, that wasn't a very good impression. I'm saying the guy that did it. I can't do the good one like you can, you know. But anyway, it was pretty great, and it was a pretty fun thing, and just their looks on their faces, and and the planning backstage, and they're like, he's like, what if I just stuck the submarine sandwich in my pants? And like Chris Pratt like undoes his pants and sticks it in, and you're like, oh my gosh.
That's happening.
But it was pretty awesome. It was pretty endearing and wonderful. So
I think my favorite part is like that people actually don't notice it happening.
Yeah, like they're that quiet behind them. I feel like you would
how are you not hearing someone?
And sometimes I feel they looked like they were really close to them. Like they would like pop up like this, and you're like, don't you like feel someone behind you?
Yeah, these people have no sixth sense.
Apparently, that does not bode well for them. In they're
in survival situations.
They're those
Jurassic
people
World.
They're those people in horror movies where you're like, turn around. He is in there with you.
Behind you.
He's behind you.
The call is coming from
inside the house. There. Anyway. You really just lumped all those people together. They're probably very nice.
I'm sure they're wonderful and have wonderful survival skills.
I'm sure they have great other skills. They're probably not survival, but great other skills.
They could be doomsday preppers, and we're making assumptions.
There was one guy that definitely looked like a doomsday prepper, so that actually wouldn't put it past him. But anyway, you guys should check it out. We'll link to it.
Yeah. Did you get what? Oh yeah, Heather did watch it, and she had a great response. I don't know if she wants shared.
She's gonna ask before she can say it, though. Probably.
I definitely wasn't going to.
That's not a hard no. That's not a firm don't say it. Heather, how did you feel about that video?
I loved it. I got sad when I thought like the people left without knowing that it happened though.
But it would be kind of great if you went home and you had this photo, like you open it up and you're like,
or they email it. They're like, we'll email it to you, and then you get it and you're like, dang it! I'd be so pissed.
I'd be upset that I didn't get to like touch them.
That's a good point. I would like to touch the Chris's and Jimmy. I guess why not? I had a friend who, you know how people have, like, on Friends when they did that, like, they would have the list of 5 of the people they were allowed to basically cheat with.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who, like, theirs isn't, like, cheat with, but they can kiss these celebrities if they meet them. And so one of them, hers was Jimmy Fallon. And they happened to be coming out of a theater one day, and so it was, like, her and her husband, and Jimmy Fallon and his wife. And they walked out, and she's like, like, you have to, like, this is your list of 5. You can't chicken out when it comes to it. And so she went up to him and was like, so here's how our little deal works. And she has a picture, like, on the cheek. They didn't, like, mac, Yeah. But she has a picture of Jimmy Fallon kissing her as a result.
That's adorable. That's wonderful.
That's pretty much best case scenario for that kind of thing. That's probably healthier than, like, the actual list of 5.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yes,
but he seems so nice.
He does, and he seems to genuinely love everybody.
Yeah.
He's like Ellen, who I feel like Ellen just like really loves the people that come on her show, and is just genuinely kind and nice. I feel like that's how Jimmy Fallon is too.
Have you guys seen, there's a new, well, there's a new Celebrities Reading Mean Tweets music edition.
I haven't watched it yet. I did see it, though, that it was up.
I watched it, and it was good. And then there's also a new lip sync that has, is it Will Ferrell?
It's Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, have you guys watched it yet?
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
It's pretty brilliant, actually.
It's out of order.
It's out of order? What does that even mean?
I don't know what that means either.
The order that they go in for performances, like at the end, it should escalate, you know?
Oh, so like it doesn't get like better? Or,
it gets
doesn't get
good,
more
like
energy?
great, and then it's like meh, you know?
I liked Kevin Hart's last one. I feel like he got people super. He was like really feeling it because he does roar at the end to kind of close it out, and he's like really into it. Like, I almost think he forgot where he was, maybe, because he's like just like going for it, and you're like, yeah, you are.
But the middle one, but Jimmy Fallon, you can't beat it.
So Jimmy was the best in this one.
I liked Jimmy's too. Well, wait, his second song?
It was theatrical.
Yeah, it was there. It was very theatrical.
What song did he do?
He had a special guest show up.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to spoil it.
Maybe you should just watch it. You should watch it.
I should watch it. I keep seeing the like thing show up on my newsfeed or whatever, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Yeah. So I will make it a point to watch that. We still have, well, this is, we're still in the Chris Pratt corner, but I'm just calling it like Chris corner today. Because we do need to deal with Lord Evansbeard. And the fact that he was like basically 98%, he was a model for that game Mystery Date.
It's legit. It has to be him.
I mean, there's no... When they compare the high school photo...
It is him. It has to be.
Okay. Heather, did you play Mystery Date? Or did you, like, was it in your knowledge when you were middle school or whatever?
I knew of it, but I didn't have it.
That's like the story of my life, was always like, I knew of it, but I wanted it.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, a friend bringing it over to my house.
I remember playing it at people's houses, like, for sleepovers and stuff, summer parties.
And it was, so, if you weren't born in the 80s / growing up in the 90s, you may have never heard of this, but it was essentially this game that, I mean, how would you even, like, what was even the process? Somehow you're trying to get a date, and or you're trying to figure out who your date is.
Yeah,
right?
but there's only a certain amount of people to choose from, obviously, and I actually don't even really remember it. Yeah. I always get it confused with Mall Madness, because didn't they both have phones?
I was going to say, yeah, and it was the phone thing. They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you would call, and they would be like, hi, this is Tad. I'm not your date. And
you're like,
oh, but I wanted it to be Tad. You know?
Yeah. That's a terrible name choice. I can't believe you went Tad. Of all
it was the most 90s name I could think of.
Who do you know named Tad? I've never met anybody named that.
That's, like, totally, like, I'm not making that up, right? Heather, that's a name.
One Life to Live.
There we go. One Life to Live.
You cannot use that as your evidence.
One Life to Live.
All my children, it might have been.
Like, Tad is a name that only existed for a span of, like, 5 years. Like, if you meet someone named Tad, they were born between, like, 1981 and 1986. Guarantee it.
Tad is a gentle name. I feel like Tads are gentle. No.
In what way, would you say?
I don't feel like
I don't know, like good for cuddling. No.
I think Tads are cuddly. I feel like, I don't know, I feel of them as like skiers. Maybe it's like a Sweet Valley High.
It's like Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. Mm-hmm. Yep, maybe that's coloring my idea of what a Tad would
Anyway, the point is that Chris Evans was on the back of this box, and he played Tyler, the surfer. He was like the surfer.
Which is funny, because he's from Boston.
He's from Boston, so not really a surfer. Although maybe he's into it now. I don't know.
I don't know his life.
It's hysterical because he's like, it's totally him, but like baby face and so wonderful.
This is such a great discovery.
I giggled at it because I'm looking at him like, that's totally him.
Yeah.
That's totally him. Like, he needs to go on a talk show so someone can bring up to him like, hey, so this is you on the Mystery Date box, right? Because I want to hear the story.
It's never come up before. You know, like that he, like, someone must have asked him at some point, like, about his early jobs or something like that. Like, oh, you started out modeling, you know, what did you do? Or, like, how did we not know about this? It's so great.
It's so great.
It was a mystery. You can't know about it.
It's true. We have just discovered that Chris Evans was our mystery date all along.
Oh,
Yeah.
we knew it. We were meant to be, guys.
All
We were all
these
meant to
years
date.
later, he's
We've all
over.
dated. You guys, we have all dated Chris Evans.
This is even better than the time Jimmy Fallon found out he dated Nicole Kidman.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We've all dated Chris Evans.
We've all dated Chris Evans. I'm going to change that on my Facebook profile. We dated Chris Evans.
Life events. 1998, dated
No,
Chris
no.
Evans.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do February 3rd, 2015. I realized I dated Chris Evans in the 90s.
Yes. But didn't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I think that was appropriate to put in our Chris Pratt corner before we close out of that section, because that's important.
It is important. You're welcome.
You're welcome, world. There's a little bit of TV to address.
Yeah.
Before we go on. Garret Dillahunt.
Oh, man.
He is going to be on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Heather, did you watch Raising Hope at all?
Nope.
You need to watch Raising
You
Hope.
need to watch it.
I don't want to.
No, you do.
You do.
You think you don't, but you do.
I thought that too, because I got roped
I
into
did
it
too.
once. Why? We were watching it because, I know. We watched an incredibly depressing, soul-ripping apart, heart-breaking episode of Downton Abbey. And I couldn't go home because I was going to drink myself into a stupor. And so Corey was like, let's watch an episode of Raising Hope. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, this is the best thing we could have possibly done. And it's so funny and wonderful. And all the characters are delightful. And you'll love it. You need to see it, please.
Yeah, Heather, you need to trust us.
Okay.
Then Garret Dillahunt.
Look me in
It's
my cyber
probably-
eye. Tell me you trust me, Heather. Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Good. Then watch Raising Hope. It's so
That's
good.
from Titanic. No?
Yeah.
No one caught that? No?
I trust you.
Trust me. I trust you. Yeah. The remix. Remember that they used to play on the radio? Here.
No, but keep going. I
No,
want to
I
hear.
forgot about that. Because that's the version they would play on, like, Radio Disney.
They played it everywhere.
Well, like, the regular radio station never played, like, the words in it. When I
Yes,
was-
they did.
Well, okay, where I was, they didn't.
I taped it on my little cassettes. I had it off the radio.
You like run
Bust
to.
out the
That's when you're like running to the thing to press record before you miss much of the song. You always miss the first like 15 seconds.
No, I saw, while I was looking at that, like, mystery date thing on BuzzFeed, because I've blocked BuzzFeed, as I've mentioned before, and so it's only when someone links me to something that I actually see BuzzFeed articles, and one of them was, like, things that kids today will never have to deal with, and one of them was, like, recording a song you've been waiting for all day on the radio, and then the DJ coming in and talking at the end of it. What is wrong with you? It's the worst. Which is different from talking in the middle of the Titanic song, I know,
But yeah,
it's,
still.
there's
Anyway, watch Raising Hope. It'll be amazing. You'll thank us. Trust me.
And the thing is, you've seen Garret Dillahunt places, even if you don't know, because he's in everything.
And he's wonderful.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's going to be on Brooklyn Nine-Nine just made my heart so, so happy.
Now, do you watch
They
Brooklyn
are nailing.
Nine-Nine, Heather?
They are nailing.
Okay, good.
That's ours.
Good.
Okay.
Because that show is the best thing on television. Yeah, and you're right. They're nailing casting with, like, Kira Sedgwick being added in, and then Stephen Root as Joe Latrulia's dad.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, their guest star game is strong. And they just had, what's his face? Chris Parnell. It's like,
Yeah.
so good.
I still
Oh,
think of him
man.
as Dr. Spaceman from 30 Rock most of the time. Like, it's like, despite the many things he's done, it's like he's always Dr. Spaceman.
Yeah.
Me. And,
Wow, so good.
yeah, I'm so excited to see Garret Dillahunt on it. Did it say in the article who he's supposed to be playing? I
He's
forget.
playing like a superstar detective that both Jake and Amy like love.
Oh
And
my
so they're
God.
both trying to impress him somehow. You don't really know what the case is. So it's like, can you imagine? Oh, it's going to be so good.
Competitive Amy and Jake.
Oh,
is
it's my
the
favorite.
best. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, yeah, because they're insults. Because he always says, name your sex tape. You know, and it's
Yes.
always like, you haven't had one of those in a while. So
Which
hopefully-
is, yeah, that's like my mom's favorite joke in all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like every time he says, like, that's the name of Amy's sex tape, like,
Yeah.
my mom dies. She's,
so good.
that's it. She's lost it.
Oh, man.
It's so good. So that's happening. And
That's happening, and we're excited about it. And then this week, if you guys know, my Saturday started out poorly because I don't have TV, as you know. So my dad was going to record Sons of Liberty so that I could watch it. And I get to his house, and he didn't record it. And it wasn't playing for the next, like, foreseeable future. And I was distraught because I was really looking forward to watching it. because it looked so freaking awesome, and I couldn't watch it.
Have you heard of this, Heather?
Have you heard of this? It's on History Channel, so it's dubious in its historical accuracy, but in its fun factor, I'm giving it an 11. So, it's about, allegedly, right? It's about the starting of America and the Sons of Liberty, so it's Sam Adams, John Adams, Dr. Warren, Paul Revere, and it's just so fun. I can't even handle it, and it's completely ridiculous, but I am obsessed with it. And it has all these great characters in it. So Ben Barnes is playing Sam Adams, and he's like super hot Sam Adams, which I never think of the founding fathers as being attractive.
Like, ever. I don't think they're hot dudes.
Yeah, they're just not. And he's like so cute. He's got this like smoldering eye look. And then Rafe Spall is playing John Hancock. And is quite possibly the most endearing character in the history of television, I've decided. Like, now John Hancock is my new favorite founding father.
I was never super attached to John Hancock, but
you know
when Rafe Spall plays him...
When he plays him, I'm super into it. It's just so great. And Jason O'Mara is like a super kind of almost crazy George Washington. Yeah. I don't know.
It's bizarre, Heather.
But you need to watch it because it's amazing. And I love it. And Doc Rowe is in
Heather's
it.
like, sure.
Brother.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Go with us. How about this? Watch Raising Hope. You can forego Sons of Liberty, but watch at least Raising Hope.
Yeah. But the most important thing was that Doc Rowe from Band of Brothers.
Doc Rowe was in it, and I about lost my shiz when he showed up because... I love him, and I haven't seen him in anything since Band of Brothers.
I know, like, I feel like there might have been something he showed up in, and I was like, what? But, like, once in the decade since Band of Brothers has aired, and it was really exciting.
And it's pretty exciting. So, anyway, you guys should all watch it.
Yeah.
We found it online.
We are so behind. We gotta rush through our final things. Kristin, introduce the next thing, because you're most excited.
You guys.
Actually, and we talked about one of the things already, so it's like the last thing we gotta do.
Last thing.
Boom!
This is a good note to end on. So, here's the thing. I've loved Justin Timberlake for over half my life. Yeah. And it's just an eternal love. And he is married to Jessica Biel, and they're, like, adorable, whatever. He posted this picture on Instagram that was so cute. Now, usually I hate it when all my friends are like, oh, we're having a baby. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's great. Yeah, but this was, like, the cutest picture in the world. It's, like, him. It's on his birthday. And she's got her little baby bump. And he's, like, kissing. He's like, oh, so excited. And I'm, like... just melting from adorableness because of, like, how excited he is. It's so cute. I just feel like me and him have grown up together through, like, I was there through his FUBU days when you're like, son, stop it. Yeah. You know, through, like, the big diamond studs, through the crazy top ramen hair. Like, we've come through it on this other end of him, like, being an adult and, like, being awesome. And it's so cute and wonderful, and I'm so excited for them. I can't even begin to...
I just love how, like, normal the picture is. That's, like,
so
my favorite
normal.
part
Like, I almost missed it because I thought it was just one of my friends being obnoxious. But I'm like, this is so cute and wonderful. Yeah, oh, my gosh, you guys. I love him. I love him. And I feel 13 every time he does something.
I was never, like, a huge NSYNC person. And you weren't either, right, Heather?
I was a Backstreet Girl.
Yeah, we were both Backstreet.
I was Backstreet Boys girl. Don't say Backstreet Girl.
Yeah.
I was a Backstreet Boys girl.
Like, there's just connotations. We were both Backstreet Boys girls. But, I mean, like, I know all their singles and things like that, you know? So I was never as attached. But you gotta kind of love Justin Timberlake.
You know, what's not to love? He's really the most successful of all the boy banders, if we're going to be real.
Yeah. Pretty much. Heather, you look like you have a thought.
I do, but it's so stupid.
I want to hear it. Although I will punch you.
Don't filter it. Don't filter it.
Wait, it's so dumb. When she has her baby, it's going to be a dirty pop. No?
Oh my god.
No. No. Dirty pop. No.
Oh my god.
I told you it was stupid. You said say it. It's your fault.
I have no regrets.
I'm kind of regretting it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my god. Your brain, Heather. It is a really interesting place.
Wow. Wow. I can't, like, unthink it now.
It's gonna be like the news stories are gonna come out about it. You're gonna be like trying to be like, oh, this is wonderful, and that's all you're gonna hear. Heather going, "Dirty pop."
No, not in that voice though. In her like sweet, wonderful voice, like, oh, it's a dirty pop, and I'm like, oh.
No.
Oh man.
Well, Heather,
I
feel great about it.
We're never having you back. So.
You're fired.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that was wonderful. Honestly, I cannot think of a better way to. I'm so glad we saved this for the last news item. So that's the note we go out on.
That's how we're gonna end this, huh?
This is how people are gonna remember Heather's return to the Fancave. This is your legacy. I'm gonna need you to deal with it.
Remember that one time that Heather dirty popped right in and then dirty popped right out and scarred us all for life? It's great. Thank you for ruining that part of my adolescence, Heather.
So,
Gosh. So, guys.
This has been episode 50.
It's been episode 50. In Fancave news, should we drop on this really quick? We had our Fancave Fiction Club last weekend. Mm-hmm. It was super fun. We decided on a new book. We're going to meet February 27th.
It's a shorter book this time.
Shorter book. We're going to read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. So, read that. Mm-hmm. This past time was a little bit of a wash because not all of us got through the book because it was a little big. So we picked a shorter one. We're hoping you guys can join us on this one. It's going to be really fun.
And our apologies to Noel, who was in YouTube limbo commenting where no one could see it. For some reason, it didn't come up in the Hangout. So there's like this long thing until finally he's like, I don't think anyone can see me. I'm going to go do something else now.
Oh, no.
So sorry, Noel. I give you so much crap, and this is what happens.
Yeah. I feel like... Yeah.
Yeah. So, Heather,
anyway,
thank you so much for hanging out with us again.
Thanks for having me.
Heather, it was so nice to meet you. This is our first time meeting. It was so fun.
Yeah, you're wonderful.
I would say that, but now you kind of ruined everything for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, so.
Just kidding. You are great. It was so fun to have.
And I'm just here while they're having their mutual admiration society. It's fine. No, but it was great to have you. We'll have you back again sometime. It's always so wonderful to catch up with you.
Yes.
I always enjoy a good Heather conversation. And so for this week, make sure that you subscribe on iTunes, on Stitcher, on SoundCloud, on YouTube. You could maybe subscribe on Tumblr, but I really don't update it because now we have a Facebook. And so, who needs other things when you've got Facebook? And it's Electric Fan Cave on those things. And then check out the blog on electricfeast.com. We'll link you to all the wonderful things that we've talked about. We'll link you to Heather's YouTube and all that kind of stuff so that if you don't already know, which you should, you'll be able to find her there. So, for this week, I'm Corey Gavon.
And I'm Kristin Latterell.
You.
And I'm Heather Feather.
And she's Heather Feather. Episode 50, y'all. Peace out.
Later.
Bye.